All right, we are live. Just got to turn on Instagram live. It's always a few seconds behind.
Mhm.
Boom. There we go. All right, guys, if you're tuning in, we are back for another one of our weekly deals of the week where we look at a couple properties on, sometimes off market, and we analyze them live right on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram live for you guys to see what it is that we think about what we look at when we look at these deals. We have some pretty interesting ones today, in my opinion. Quite two different, literally two opposites of the spectrum, I think,
Yeah,
in terms
big
of
one.
what your options could be when it comes to investing in real estate. So I think you guys would be really, really excited to check out what we have for you. As always, I'm George Wang. I'm a real estate investor and real estate investor focused real estate agent here in the Belleville, Trenton area. And with me here is Ribhu RAMPERSAD. He is a investor, mortgage agent, property manager.
I
You
own
do
a
a
property
lot.
management company.
You're not the property manager, but you own the property
I
management
don't
company.
manage any properties.
No.
Yeah,
I think your primary thing is the mortgage side of thing. That's really what's
yeah,
taking a lot of your focus and time.
yeah,
And yeah, you work with both investors and regular homeowners looking to acquire a mortgage for buying their own property.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, so you get to see both sides, a realtor side and mortgage agent side, especially when it comes to because real estate is the game of financing. If you can't get the money to
yeah.
close, then you can't do anything at all.
Nope,
And
not
or
at all.
you may, I guess you could do it in cash, but that defeats the whole purpose of real estate, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you want to stretch that dollar too, though. Why
Exactly.
buy
Like,
one when you could buy 10?
yeah, I mean, 20% down means you're automatically at 5x leverage, right? For the same amount of money,
Yeah,
you bought five things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
All right, let's
Cool. What do
jump
you got,
into it.
George?
Let me swap to the other mode. Here we go. This, let me make it a little bigger. This is a turnkey newer construction duplex. I don't know if you recognize
Nice.
this street, but this is right in Potter's Creek in that brand new subdivision.
Yeah. What I
Yeah.
can tell you is properties in there rent like wildfire.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about this last time. There was
yeah,
and in terms of if to give you guys some context where the wall place is, it's in this
hmm
neighborhood.
yeah.
And if you go on Street View, you know it's a new subdivision because it's literally still dirt.
Still dirt. Yeah,
So that's where we are. It's one of the probably the most popular neighborhoods for higher end families who can afford to live there. Things aren't cheap there by any means, but the homes
yeah,
there at the neighborhood is spectacular. And what we
yeah.
have here is a straight from the builder, purpose built up down duplex.
Nice.
It's yep, right in modern duplex in Potter's Creek. The main unit has 3 beds and 3 baths. That's crazy, eh?
That is nuts.
Showcasing builder upgrades such as upgraded kitchen cabinets, coarse countertops, and a cozy gas fireplace and a covered rear deck. Oh man, I wish I had one of those. Primary bedroom has a walk-in closet. Below, a 2-bed, 1-bath unit offers rental potential or extended family living. Each unit enjoys a single car garage. See, I like that design. Fire rated wall right in the
Yeah,
middle. Each one gets half with a lock connecting door for flexible access when required. Built post November 2018, provincial rent control doesn't apply.
yeah, true.
That's very important here.
Yeah.
So let's
What's interesting, man, is like there it's two addresses, eh?
yeah. I mean,
Is it
it's because the build
4951?
because the builder when they I guess when they applied to build this,
Yeah,
the numbers aren't they're made up on the spot, right? So
sure.
I guess they just decide to announce 2 addresses for them.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So outside, it actually looks like a single family home, your typical single family home with 2-car garage. But
Yeah,
you notice triple wide driveway, which is spectacular, right?
very cool. Yeah,
Your front door. Huh, interesting. It looks like the main unit has access to a portion of the basement.
That is interesting. It's probably how this fits so much, 3 bed, 3 bath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe the I bet the lower unit has like maybe 76 or 60% of the basement.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
look at that.
that's
Wow.
that's nice. A million pot lights.
Okay, the fact that it has a basement threw off all the rent numbers I was gonna tell you in a minute. Now
Now
I'm
you got to come
confused.
up with a spot, right?
Damn it.
So that's a really nice kitchen, right? That looks
Yeah,
like those look like custom cabinets with quartz countertop, right?
yeah.
Crown molding and all. Damn, I'd like to live here. So this is the owner occupied one, I've been told.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so this will be vacant on closing.
yeah.
Wow, they even opted for the stone countertops in the bathrooms. Look at that.
Yeah, you could tell that this was designed to live in, like, for yourself, you know?
Yeah, somebody paid. You had to pay to get those upgrades.
Yeah,
So you have the bedrooms, laundry. Laundry's in the one of the powder rooms. It looks like in the basement.
yeah,
So this is the basement of the main unit still. I would assume.
sure. Yep.
Cool. And then this is the other kitchen. You can tell it's
Mhm.
not quite as fancy,
Yeah,
but it's still pretty good. Good size,
yeah,
nice
for
open
sure,
space.
for sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Is that a 2 bed?
It's a 2 bed, 1 bath down there. Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
You know what? This actually reminds me because the Geertzma, they're building some up, north of the Walmart in Belleville.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're actually doing some 3 bed, 3 bath with 2 bed, 1 bath. I wonder if it's the exact same floor plan as this one.
Probably.
Those are selling for they haven't started building them yet, but they're going to be selling in the mid 800s. So this actually makes this look like a good deal in comparison.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
All right, so Mr. Property Management Company owner,
Yeah,
let's get into what this could be. This could be making. But well,
yeah,
look at
let's
that.
get it.
I've always wanted a cover deck, man. Like, sometimes I feel like I can't spend my time outside when it's raining, which really sucks.
Yeah, yeah,
I need to move into something like this.
yeah, let's go.
Boom, look at that. All right,
Nice
that's it.
backyard. Cool. Yeah, let's run some numbers. Let's
All right,
do it.
so 769.9.
Yeah,
Same price as the other duplex that we looked at last time, eh?
yeah.
All right,
Except this one's
income.
done.
3 bed,
So
3 bath main unit with those kind of finishes. That's you might as well be renting a single family new construction bungalow at that point, right?
yeah, so this is where you said you confused. I said you confused me because I was gonna say like 2,600, but now like a 3 bed, 3 bath, single family home is closer to 3 grand.
Yep.
But I don't know if we have the market for somebody who would pay 3 grand and still have like somebody next to them. So I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm playing prices right. I'm gonna go with 2,750.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, I 100% agree with the fact that if this was just absolutely single family, this would have been a $3,000 rent, no problem, any day, and then you would just adjust down slightly for the fact that you got to share some of the space with someone else.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Question. All the utilities split?
I would assume so.
Yeah,
That's just how these builders built them.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, Nobody ever bothers to go out of the way to advertise about it. I don't know why. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I won't
crazy.
go into that.
Yeah,
um, and the basement unit, being the 2 bed, it's nice and new, but it's not ultra fancy or anything.
yeah,
But the fact that it comes with its own garage is a big perk, right?
yeah.
What are you thinking?
Nah, 2 grand.
2 grand.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just shy of $5,000 here, $4,750 a month.
You good? Yeah.
Not bad. Vacancy, property taxes. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Where is it? Oh my god. 5798.
Yeah.
Insurance 150 as
Yeah.
as we would expect. Repairs and maintenance, again, because this is a newer build, we wouldn't expect any issues. I think last time we used 2%. So
Yeah.
I'll stick with that. And property management, I mean, you would be doing the $200, right? $100
Yeah.
a door. And this is a Olympus Properties property management special, if you're
Yes,
wondering.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And utilities 0 because we've accounted for that in this rent, right? That they are paying for all the utilities.
Correct.
Perfect. All right. All right, Mister. Now put on your mortgage hat on. What are we looking? What are we looking at from a interest rate these days? I know bond yields came down recently.
Yeah, I think let's still use 5.4.
5.4. Gotcha.
Yeah, higher if you're buying in a holdco, but 5.4 for a regular rental.
How big of a difference? I'm just curious.
So what I've found recently in the last few weeks is they're more willing to give bigger rate discounts on primary. This is all anecdotal based on the files I'm submitting right now. They seem to be giving better rate discounts on like a personally held versus a holdco. So I guess, however they run their risk matrix or whatever, and the exceptions they're willing to give, I've been seeing really, really aggressive rate discounts on non-holdco properties. The short answer is about 20 basis points.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
0.25%.
15 to 20 basis points. But after rate discounts, I feel like that gap is a bit wider.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe more of a reason why someone may want to consider doing a bear trust potentially. Not that I'm advocating it.
I mean, it depends, right? Like if you're trying to buy 10 properties, it's very different than if you're trying to buy 4, right? So it depends.
Exactly.
Yeah. Land transfer tax 11873.
$11,000. That's crazy. Going to the government. Okay, cool. So going back here, your mortgage payment is just under $3,500, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
For something like this.
Yeah.
So with how much money it makes and all your operating expenses minus your mortgage payment, you're looking at a cash flow positive number of $268, which is bonkers. But you can buy something of this quality and have it be this turnkey and have it be cash flow positive. Like, I wish it was. Anyway, things haven't been this good in a long time.
It's nuts, man. It's like, yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
How long has it been on the market?
Oh, this was today.
Okay.
I actually was worried that it wasn't going to show up on realtor.ca for me to, because I can show it on my back end, but it's got confidential information that I'm not supposed to show you. So that's why I pull up the realtor.ca link. But it's so new, I wasn't sure if it was going to be there or not.
What if all the viewers promise to close their eyes at the sensitive points? Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a no. Okay.
I'll put a disclaimer in the comments saying if you continue to watch this, I assume you agree to these terms and conditions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So with these numbers, you got 150K down-ish plus your land transfer tax, and all your other stuff, you're all in just under 170,000, which in the context of real estate, I know it's a lot of money, but in context of real estate investing, it's actually not that much.
No.
And look at that, man. You are cash flow positive. You're paying now your mortgage, and you got your appreciation. You got a turnkey asset making you 30% returns. That's insane.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, and I would say, like, if I had to bet on an asset, it would be these ones, long term. Yeah.
I mean, this is stuff like I don't have to necessarily worry about or think about things breaking from.
No, because your buyer pool is also pretty big. If you ever look to resell down the line, because you're selling to both end users and investors, right?
Exactly. And now that multi-generational thing is more important than ever. People are, I don't know, I think people is like their grandparents. They just aging in place, they can't afford to pay for a nursing home. They just they'd rather have them live in the basement. Is actually a more economical option.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So we said that the other property will be the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm going to show you this property here.
I can't wait.
Look at the price differential. This is only $250. So
I don't know what you're
alarm
talking
bell.
about, George. I can't tell the difference. They look like the same place. I don't know what you're talking
I don't
about.
know. Yeah. Like, what's the difference between this house and the other house? All right. So let's
Nothing.
go through the pictures first. We're not even going to read the description. Okay. We're going to go through the
Sounds
pictures
good.
here and just we'll have an experience together.
Oh, nice. I like experiences.
All right. So it's actually a cute little raised bungalow.
Yeah.
I don't think the shingles are actually that bad. I think it's just the leaves have gone. I know you have some color discoloration.
I don't know,
Maybe
man. They
maybe it
look
needs a new
pretty
roof.
bad.
But the plus is that there is a detached single car garage, which I did notice in that area. It doesn't happen too often, so it does
Yeah.
definitely adds value to this property. Keep in mind, this thing's 250, guys. Can't be too judgmental. Choosers can't be beggars can't be choosers, guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like
That's
if you
fair.
think about this, if you only have 5% down, how much would you need to close this?
Like under 20. Yeah, if you're buying 5% down, assuming first time home buyer, you could probably close for under 20 grand.
20 grand is yeah.
Because
Like if you
12,500 for down payment, you'll get your land transfer tax rebated. You got legal costs, you got PST, and so yeah, probably around 20 grand.
yeah, you can own a home for 20 grand. Keep in mind it'll be this home.
Well, let's see the inside before we know if we could buy it with an insured mortgage.
Yeah. Okay. Garage. It's actually not too bad. More exterior, and then so I was actually looking at this earlier, and I noticed how I went straight from the front to the back, and I'm like, oh, it's one of those where we don't even get interior photos at all. One of those.
Oh no, yeah, one of those.
But actually there are interior photos.
Yeah.
Actually, in the back, the basement sticks out a significant amount, where to the point where you might as well have a walkout,
Wow.
right?
Yeah, big time.
And I think it does have a separate entrance. Yeah, there you go. See that entrance there?
Yeah.
Just below the deck. Huge lot. It's 60 by 60 something by 130 something, I believe. So
And this
pretty
is
big lot.
in Trenton, right?
This is in Trenton on McGill Street.
Okay. Yeah.
So pretty close to downtown, walkable to the grocery store and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the inside. It's not that bad, see?
Yep. Oh yeah. No, when they didn't show, I thought it was gonna be worse than that.
Yeah. No, this is lipstick cosmetic work I'm talking here, right?
Yeah.
Carpet, linoleum, older cabinets. Quite simple, but you'll see later. Wallpaper everywhere. There appears to some discoloration on the ceiling, which at the bare minimum, even if the cause has been resolved, you still have to fix that discoloration, right?
Yeah.
Here's your kitchen. Definitely not ideal. It's got the old school slanted drawers. It's been a while since I saw one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Not horrible by any means.
No, not at all.
You got a bedroom there. You got a hallway here. It's gonna be a lot of labor to do the wallpaper though. Here's your bathroom. Definitely could be updated. That is an interesting sink. Here's where it gets a little. Okay. These are the other
nothing a dump
bedrooms.
truck can't solve.
No, exactly. And this is like what a dumpster and two guys clear this out
Yeah,
in half
for
a
sure.
day, right?
100%.
Second bathroom. This is a little concerning here, right? It's a little some discoloration throughout. I think someone might have been smoking in here from how discolored it is. Hard to say, right? That looks like nicotine to me. So what's this?
It is a basement kitchen. Look at that.
Yeah.
Did I guess
Yeah,
right?
so-
Did I win a prize?
Yeah, so it has a kitchen in the basement as well. I don't think there's a stove, so realistically it'd just be called a kitchenette. But like, how hard is it to run a 240 volt plug, right? I mean, you're
Not
probably going to
much,
be
can you-
redoing.
I was gonna say the same thing you're about to say.
Like, you're going to be ripping this out anyways, right? Like, so.
Yeah.
A third bedroom in the basement. Looks like wood cladding. Tanner says on Instagram, "Don't worry, I'm buying McGill." Oh, you're gonna buy this, huh?
Oh man, are we gonna get into a bidding war over McGill?
Well, they're holding Well, I was gonna say this later, but they're actually holding offers on this. So yes, there
Oh
will
no.
definitely be a bidding war. Who doesn't want to buy this, right? Who doesn't want to fight to buy this?
Oh, pretty much everybody watching this.
Yeah, I love this stuff. This makes me just it makes me so happy. These kind of properties.
Yeah, that's yeah.
More stuff, and don't forget, the listing says this is all going to remain. Just FYI.
Got you. Nice.
It's not that like from what I see, these are inorganic items that don't
Mhm.
decompose, which much better than the alternative.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Because
Old
if it was the
couches.
alternative,
Yeah.
then we would have to consider like ripping out the subfloor and stuff because of the biological concerns.
Yeah, even from financing, then you start to get into dicey situations, even with private lenders, right?
Mhm.
So
So, just looking at this, I think, in my uneducated opinion, that this is perfectly mortgageable from an A lender perspective.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just it's it's dated. It's got a lot of junk, but from a livability, it's not that bad.
I mean, just pro tip for everybody: make sure you're working with a realtor, aka George, who knows what they're doing, so that you offer something that it would actually appraise at. That would be the only risk, right?
Yes, exactly.
So
All right, fix up special for the smart buyer to invest in the future. I need to start off my listings like this
yeah,
with a little TLC. Oh, I don't know about that. Great home on a night, quiet street. That's true. Spacious lot, correct. Open kitchen, 2 bed, 4 bath. Lower level has the potential for an in-law suite. Features separate entry, 3 bed, 2-piece bath, and a large rec room, kitchenette, and dining area. So that is interesting because my immediate thought was there's two plays at this property, right? There's
yeah,
you either do it as a flip or you could do it as a duplex conversion. I think it has both potentials.
sure.
The only thing is maybe just want to confirm height in the basement to just make sure there's nothing that's too low. But from the pictures, it looked like everything meets minimum height, just from the perspective of the camera. But obviously, you want to confirm.
Yeah, yeah, and like I don't know, my personal preference without seeing the numbers, we'll see the numbers here in a second. Like if the numbers work for a duplex conversion, personally, I would prefer to do that because then you kind of hedge against multiple directions. What if you flip it as a duplex? Hmm.
That wouldn't be a bad move, to be honest. There seems to be
Yeah,
a lot of demand. I think there's more and more demand of people looking for an income suite more than ever, just because of the affordability concerns.
yeah. And you might be able to break the ceiling of comps in that area by doing that, right?
That would be an interesting play. You flip it as a duplex with the intention to sell it, but if you don't, if you can't get what you want, you're still very happy because you get a cash flow asset at the end.
Yeah,
As long as you're not going in with anything that's too hot of a loan, you know.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right, so let's look at it from just a quick single family flip perspective. What
Sounds
we're
good.
looking at here. So I got a
Yeah.
couple of comps open up here. This is first of all, let me just do a Google search 57 McGill. This is what we're looking at. So this is Metro, the public library, City Hall is here, park right here. It's actually a pretty good spot. It does get a little dicey when you come through a little bit here,
Yeah.
based on the neighborhood. But this is a very desirable. There's a lot of old century homes, almost very similar to like East Hill, Belleville. There's a lot of
Yeah,
like old Victorians here, and it's a very quiet place. And then the main perk is the walkability of this neighborhood.
for sure.
So that was 57 McGill. This is 42 McGill. It's like across the street.
Yeah.
And this thing sold for 395 April. In fact, it was like 2 weeks ago.
And I think that one's dated, eh? I think I looked at that one.
Yeah, we're gonna look through the pictures here.
Yeah.
It is a 1.5 story,
Sure.
but it's a smaller house as well, from a footprint wise. So it's around the same. At first, I thought
I
this thing
think
on the side was a garage, but it's not. It's an addition.
I actually think I drove by this one the other day, and the lot is also very, very small.
Yes, it is. It's only like 30 something feet wide. versus the other
Yeah.
one's double of this. So as you can
Yeah.
see, it's somewhat updated. It's not by any
No, it's
means
nice.
fully
Yeah, it's
updated.
nice. Yeah, but it's decent, but not fully.
It's not like your finished product with a flip, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
Kitchen's nice, but it's not like high-end cabinets or anything.
No.
This is the, the upstairs. You
Mhm.
got some bedrooms there. And then the basement, which you got too little height to do anything with, but it looks nice and clean and dry.
Yeah.
So that's your comp. One of the comps, in my opinion. 375.
Yeah.
395. Oh my god, I can't read. And it actually sold in 14 days.
Oh,
2
nice.
weeks.
So
So
I
if you
feel like
consider the
things
fact
within
that
that price point is like moving very, very quickly in Belleville
Yeah.
Trenton.
So immediately I know that this property, once you finish it, because it's got literally double the width and a slightly deeper lot as well, with a detached one-car garage, once you've actually finished it, you would be definitely above this.
Mhm.
395. I would be probably thinking in the low 400s of some kind, right?
Yeah, I was thinking like 430.
Yeah, I was thinking I was thinking 425. Somewhere between
Yeah,
425 and 450, depending on how expensive materials you use.
sure. Yeah.
This is another one here that I was looking at. This one sold for a little less, 357.9 on Shooter Street, and I think we mentioned that it gets a little worse on this side.
Mhm.
And this one is an even skinnier lot. And what you don't see in this photo here is that this driveway, the single wide driveway, it actually abuts the next neighbor's driveway, so it's a
Mm.
little bit annoying in that sense.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, this one's actually a little bit nicer updated than the last one.
Yeah.
This is what I would say most newly renovated houses look like.
Sure.
Basement, of course. But yeah, you see the two colors here? Only one of
Yeah.
them belongs to this house. And this actually sold, what is that? 4 days? 7 days.
Wow. Nice.
So this sold almost instantly after it got listed for asking price. Maybe, so I'm thinking they could have maybe gotten more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 days. So based on this, I would say this on like when it's fully finished, I would say somewhere around 425, 430, maybe 450 if you decide if you do more tile stuff and go a little bit nicer in the cabinets and stuff like that. Maybe quartz countertops,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, Lev here says garage sale. Yeah, there's lots of stuff you're gonna try. I don't know if you're gonna have any luck selling any of this stuff, but you can try.
Hey, that's pizza money, okay? For demo day.
Another thing I would actually consider is that depending on what this eventually goes for, is that you could buy this, just throw all the stuff in the garbage, and just list it on the market again. You will probably make
True.
a small profit,
True.
right?
Yeah.
Just clean it up a little bit, spray some Lysol throughout, make it smell a little better, call it a day. I know someone here, at least in my circle, that did the exact same thing. Closed on a Friday, got the dumpster delivered, threw everything out, and then listed it on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like probably even not that, but like somewhere in the middle of getting things cleaned up. Because like
Mhm.
a lot of people in the Trenton Belleville area, they like to do their own work to their homes.
Yes.
So like, getting it to the point where it's nice and livable and comfortable with some opportunity for improvement, I think could be a good middle ground for sure.
Like, especially when a lot of our people who are doing flips here, we are using expensive money. We're talking 10, 12, 14%
Yeah.
lenders. So when you're looking at your options, maybe sometimes the numbers, sure, you're not going to sell for nearly as much, but you're also going to be ready to list in 2 business days, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm saying somewhere in the middle. But yeah, I get the appeal.
I mean, I guess you could throw everything out and just do a coat of paint, right?
Yeah. Go to paint. Yeah, like basic stuff, like it doesn't need to be crazy because then people can kind of tweak things to their taste as they want, right?
Exactly. I don't. Yeah. So, but let's say we were doing this, making it look pretty nice. What would you
Yeah.
rough estimate as a rental budget here? Keeping in mind, Tanner also said in the comments there's a 100 amp fuse panel, so we're gonna have to upgrade
Oh,
that. Which I don't know if the
80?
wiring behind 80
80? Yeah.
depends on how far you
Be-
go, right?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking electrical.
You're thinking a whole electrical rewire. It might not need. It might not need that.
Yeah, so I'm making like assumptions not having gone in there, right?
Yeah, neither do I.
So I mean, like I'm assuming electrical, and then cabinets, couple kitchens, couple bathrooms, paint, couple dumpsters, fixtures.
Couple
Yeah,
dumpsters. You think there's that much stuff in there? I think
yeah.
single 40. I think a
We
single
haven't
40
even.
yard bin would
I
be
don't know,
enough.
man. We haven't even seen the garage yet.
Oh,
And then some of the drywall in the bathroom with the nicotine patches and stuff. You probably want to just rip that and start fresh. Might be cheaper than trying to scrape that off.
yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking like Home Depot, Hampton Bay cabinets. Some cheap flooring paint. Throw the
Oh, I
garbage
was
out
thinking
and call it a
IKEA,
day. Oh,
but
you're
yeah,
thinking
we could go
IKEA.
for. Oh man,
Oh,
IKEA,
you were
100%.
going. You're going. I don't know if you want to do IKEA, and I don't know if it advances it in that area. But
IKEA is cheaper than Home Depot, bro. What are you talking about?
not no, but you got to pay for the labor of assembling it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Anyway, we'll
That's
differ
fair.
our opinions. I like my Hampton Bay. I
Fancy
know there's a
taste
few
over
people we
here.
know that likes it, but IKEA, some people swear by, some people hate it, especially back when they had the back order problems where like you get half a cabinet delivered.
Yeah, it used to be a pain, but now they deliver right to site in Belleville, and that's been a game changer.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, but
Yeah,
don't forget your trades people have to know how to assemble them. That's not
my
always true,
tradespeople know how to assemble it.
but that's not always true, right?
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
Uh,
Okay. We will base it on if your trades know how
well,
to assemble IKEA.
Tanner says garage is full. LOL. No, I was not
Yeah.
surprised at all.
Yeah.
Okay, if that garage is filled to the top, that's a 40-yard bin alone.
I'm telling you, man. 2 bins. I've done my fair share flip.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. But between 250 and what we think is around 430 sell price, there's
Spread.
plenty of spread to work
Yeah.
with. Especially the scope we're talking about is by no means a 3-month project.
Yeah.
So your
It's
holding
gonna
costs
be
aren't going
very
to be too.
quick in and out. Correct.
Yeah. Assuming you get your stuff ordered on time and you have a very efficient crew, theoretically you could get it done in a month. Unlikely, but
Yeah. I
depends
think
how
I think
much.
the key things to get it done the quickest is no layout changes,
Yes.
and you'll be good. No layout changes. Don't change any structural, anything like that. Don't be crazy. Even if you replace drywall for drywall, like it's very, very quick.
Yeah.
And then you'll be good. But once you start to get into layout changes and new plumbing and all that crap, then you're gonna be a while.
Yeah. I mean, that's it for this. I'm not gonna run the numbers. The calculator for flips are quite complicated, and there's a
Mm,
lot of variables in there. Then, and in the end, ultimately, and become that. Ultimately, depends on what you decide to do. Like if you use some people when they do flips, they go custom kitchen. I don't recommend that. I definitely do not recommend that. But some people do, and then the amount of profit they make will be different. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep. Yeah, that's very true. Financing is different. Like, yeah, there's a lot of variables for sure.
Yeah, because some people out there are like they look at this as 250 and they're like, oh yeah, that's my HELOC right there. Boom, done, close, right?
Yeah.
And then there's people who get a lenders 20% down, and there's people who get 14% mortgages.
Yeah.
With like 3% fees, right?
Yeah.
It really depends on your personal what you're looking at. I think a lot of the serial flippers are in the 12 to 14% space, but they also have the crews to bang this out in 2 weeks at the same time.
Yeah, it's higher volume, right? So it's just
Yeah.
like any other business. Higher volume game, higher cap. Anyway, yeah, it's a numbers game.
Yeah. Oh, Tanner says, FYI, both of those driveway belongs to 57.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Oh, damn. You mean these? Oh, no, don't do that. These two? Oh, I think we should do a duplex conversion now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
let's check
okay.
those ceiling heights.
That's impressive. Yeah. I mean, at this price range, if you need to lift a few beams, it's not the end of the world.
No. No.
Anyway.
Not if you're holding on
Right.
to it, for sure.
No. Great area. Excellent walkability. I think this would make a great duplex conversion. Anyway,
Yeah, man.
that's it for this one this week.
Nice.
What do you think?
Good stuff, man.
Is that opposite sides? So you get one side you have a purpose-built from the builder duplex from like no more than 5 years old, and now we got something that's full of junk that requires quite a bit of work, but you can also see the incredible value associated with it as well. So depends on who you are, how much time you have, how much money you have, and what you want to get yourself into. Because the first one, you're not getting yourself to anything. You just buy, you hand the keys to a property manager, and you're done, right?
Yep. Yeah, two pretty good ones, man. I'm still impressed with that first one, cash flows.
Yeah, it's
like,
what a time, you know. Less than 5 years old, purpose built from the builder, cash flow positive. What?
Yeah,
wild. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so that's it for us this week. Definitely, if you are looking to invest in maybe purchase any of these properties that we talked about or any other investment opportunities in the Belleville, Trenton-esque area, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is constantly scrolling above there. And Ribhu, if you're looking for anyone's looking for mortgages, looking to get financing for their construction project or for their primary home, definitely reach out. His information is up there as well.
Yeah. 100%.
Anything you want to add, Ribhu?
Bond yields dropped today, guys. Let's lock some pre-approvals in.
Yeah, and the chances of a rate cut, I think, went up as well. I think went from 40% to 50%. So a lot of exciting things happening. I think that the feel, the energy in the air is definitely different from I can feel from the buyers. They're definitely more enthusiastic now.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, cool, guys, we'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you guys next time.